Aquafina, I'm sipping 15, kept a weapon on me. Blow make digits, I mind my business, stack chicken like what it's gon' be. Ay, crew in the cut, hey, you want us, rep run when I tell a big piece. Love is love. Love is love. Adios.
I'm fine.
That looked amazing.
Lovely stuff. You're burning our phone away, man. Do you like the camera?
Yeah, I kind of want to lick it, but...
If you lick it, we're no longer friends.
Alright, I won't lick it.
What do you think about the new camera?
It's good.
You got the 5 cookie?
Of course.
I hope that looked cool. That was scary, but I'm so glad I got it.
I'm glad you got it.
That was really scary. I mean, I jump over it and it might not even look cool. I hit it and I break it. One bang. That's too close. I will hit it if I just find it.
I'm gonna hit it anyway.
I did scratch it, but I think it's fine. I scratched the lens. I mean, it's got 2 lenses, so only like half as bad as a real camera.
What, you want to try it again?
Yeah. Ah, if I hit it again, bad idea. God. Fucking hell, like I actually did it again. I actually did it.
Is that a crack?
Yeah, I hit it twice. Both sides.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
God.
That got everything. What you got?
Stick it in my head.
Oh, look cool. I'll try to follow you really close. Yeah. Stop that.
Oh man, that sucks, man.
Did you see how close it was to my face?
No, I didn't see it. I was like falling like this. I'm like, oh. Literally used my wrist and that bit of my thumb to stop myself. I must have fallen like that or something.
Crazy bell, man. That hurt like ass.
Like I've actually like skiffed my nail. It was such a it must have been like that. The way that I've actually hurt myself. It must have.
You fall that way on that rail every time.
Nah, that was bad though. That's sticky. I'm scared.
Alright.
Oh, it's been a lot of bad bills already, yeah.
I know, the first thing you done when you came to the park tonight was a massive fall.
That was a big one.
It was awful. Everyone gathered judge you like you died.
Oh, this one was worse. What?
Oh.
My wheel just fell off and I ran over the boat and made me die.
That made me better.
That was actually so nice.
Oh, dude, right on the same bit there.
Oh, that's so close. That's so close. That was bad. Alright guys, so this video was filmed a little bit differently than my usual type of videos. I usually use a GoPro or a camera like this one that I'm using right now. But around 3 months ago I was sent this camera by Insta360, which is my first ever 360 camera. And up until I got this camera, I never really knew what kind of stuff it could do. 360 videos have been a thing here on YouTube for quite a while. There's been loads of people make 360 videos where you can see like the full thing. Because those ones on YouTube where you would need to scroll about, or you would watch it on your phone and you would like rotate around to see the other parts in the video. I had never seen a 360 video made in the style that I made this video until I seen a video a couple of months ago by Skateboard Bruhs. You guys probably already know who Skateboard Bruhs is. His channel's a lot bigger than mine and I'm gonna link it in the description because he's kind of the one that gave me the idea to make this video. And after seeing Insta360, the people that make this camera work with him, I asked them if they wanted to work with me and they're the ones who sent me this camera. So this is kind of a sponsored video, but I'm not being paid to talk about this camera and do a review on it and say it's good if it's not. All they did was send me a free camera and they wanted me to do a video on it and kind of talk about it, tell you guys what I think about it. The camera itself is so small and just kind of looks like a little smartphone type of thing. It's got a lens on the front and then it's got another lens on the back. You whip it out like that and then you film with it on the end of this stick. Or you skate with it out in front of you like this, or you follow someone around the skate park and just point it at them. And then with that 360 footage, what you can then do, you can then choose where you want it to be looking on like the flat normal style of video. You can put in little markers to make the camera look around whichever way you want it to be looking, which I feel like is a little bit confusing if you guys don't know too much about cameras or too much about editing, but if you're interested in 360 cameras then you know what I'm talking about. But this thing is so cool. I've never seen something so steady with so little effort. Like if you look at this clip that I filmed, it's so crazy how steady the camera stays. Like when I filmed that clip, I thought it was going to be really shaky and it was probably going to be unusable because of how much I was shaking the stick. I was like shaking it about and I just thought it was like such a waste of a trick. But then when I watched it back, it was like the smoothest thing ever and it looks like it was filmed on some really expensive gimbal. It's actually the most crazy thing I've ever seen and I'm definitely going to use this camera so much more in the future. One of the things I really like about this camera for filming skateboarding is you don't really need to think about too much on how you're filming. You just need to hold it out in front of you and then you can choose how it looks in the edit. Like you don't need to worry too much about the angle, because then you can decide on how you want it to look later. You can zoom in or you can zoom out. You can make it really fisheye, or you can make it kind of look like this camera here if you want to. And you can also choose where the camera's looking. It can look in front of you, it can look to the side, it can look anywhere because it films in full 360. So when you film anything with this, it just kind of gives you a lot more room to edit with it and really play with it and film a bunch of different clips from kind of the same clips. If I film someone fall really bad, I can then whip it round and then get my reaction if I want to, which I think is really funny because a lot of the people that I film seem to fall a lot. Like Jacob fell so much in this video. I mean, honestly, like 20% of this video was probably just my friend Jacob falling and getting really hurt. The one thing that does kind of let this camera down a little bit is the editing software. 360 video is hard to edit and no one really makes a really good software for it, because it's a little bit tricky to keyframe and choose where you want the camera to look and make that really smooth and then really easy to edit later when you export those clips. It's just a little bit hard, and it definitely takes a little bit of time to learn how to edit 360 footage and make it look as good as it can be. But I know Insta360 are really working on the software and trying to get it better, and I think once that is really good, this camera will be so much easier to use and be able to get so much cooler shots with it. But the only reason this video kind of took a long time to edit was because I had to edit so much 360 clips to make this video. But the main reason it took so long is because I made an entire video this type of way. If you're only putting in like 1 or 2 clips into a normal video that's made with a 360 camera, it's not going to take that long. It's only going to take a couple of minutes to get those clips, because it's just going to look like some floating camera out in front of you that's really steady. It looks really weird because it takes away the stick when you edit the clips. One thing I would also say, this camera is a little bit easy to scratch up and beat up and kind of break. I know I hit it like twice in this video, but I mainly think that was just because I was being an idiot and I kind of just kicked my board at it. It was no fault of the camera that it got broken. But honestly, I think it makes it look kind of cool. Like the footage at night with all the lights kind of makes it just look like some really old skate camera that makes it look kind of cool. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments if I should keep using it even though it's kind of broken. I love just how light and portable this thing is, and it's only got 2 buttons on it, one to turn it on and then one to record once it's on. I feel like this review is going to be kind of long, so I'm going to cut it kind of short there. If you guys want to get this camera, you can use my link in the description. I think if you guys use my link, I get like a little bit of a percentage of the sale if you use my affiliate link. But regardless, if you guys do use my link, you will get this invisible selfie stick, which is kind of an essential. If you get this camera, you will get it for free if you use my link down below. So thank you so much to Insta360 for hooking me up with this camera. If you guys want to go check it out, the link is in the description. And if you guys like this video, hit the like button, leave a comment down below, and let me know what you guys think of the footage, because I think it looks so sick. I really can't wait to use this camera in the summer when the weather's nice and the skate park looks really good. And something I probably should have mentioned earlier, this is just the way that I use this camera. You can also make normal 360 style videos with like a VR headset with this camera as well. This was just the way that I wanted to use it, because I currently don't have a VR headset, and I know that's the case for a lot of other people, so I didn't want to make a video that not everyone could watch in like a good way. So I went for kind of this style to make with this camera, and I think it turned out really sick. But anyway guys, thank you for watching, and I'll check back in a couple of days for another video. I'll see you then. Goodbye. Bye.
Hey, got any bags in that, boo? I'll do a wee stunt for it, eh? Oh.